Well, I'd say it's time that we get a deal, and the students of this province should be in class, Adrian. I think this escalation has happened far too often in our province. I would argue that I'm not the exception to the rule, nor is Premier Ford. I think there's not much in common ideologically with Bob Rae and the social contract and the common sense revolution of Mike Harris and every premier thereafter, but this happens too often in Ontario. And I think students deserve to have predictability. The aim of the government remains squarely on getting a deal. And the fact that I've heard that the teacher union leaders have opted to escalate again next week, knowing that there's still a pathway to consider private mediation, to invoke an option that makes sense, that worked with CUPE just months ago and that would help us end the impasse that is upending so many young people's lives, I think is an irresponsible choice. And my hope is, should there be present, is to hear the message that there is an option, a viable mechanism, an independent mediator that can help us drive the parties to an outcome that is defensible for all of the students of this province. The government, I think, has demonstrated in word and in deed that we're committed to that outcome, because a student in this province should not be in the midst of this debate. I think for me, what is most distressing is that students who have not created this problem, their parents have not exacerbated this problem, and yet somehow we see so many young people whose lives are being upended academically. So the point is, for the coming days and weeks, our aim is to redouble our efforts, but it is to consider private mediation as a means to drive the outcome that the parents, the students, and I would argue, yes, in fact, the teachers of this province want, which is a voluntary settlement that provides predictability for all the parties in this province.
What you're seeing here is a show of unity between all of us. The different things that are on the table hardly matter in the face of a government that wants to slash fundamental supports for all of our students, and that's why we're prepared to stand up together on Friday, February 21st in a full day action.
I did everything on behalf of my 83,000 members to contain myself. I could not a couple of times based on what this minister was saying, but I'm so proud that we had over 200 of our members outside of this hotel today telling this minister they're not backing down and they're not going away.